Yo, what is up, my beautiful people? Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell and all that good YouTube stuff, because right now, today, this is gotta be the first time in human history that this test has ever been done. If you have video proof of something like this happening before today, I will buy you a copy of Hades 2. That's right. If you can show me this video proof of it happening before today, I'll buy you a copy of Hades 2. But I think I'm safe because today we are testing a device from every major handheld manufacturer across 7 different generations of processors. We're doing Intel, we're doing AMD, and it's gonna be a crazy test. Now you may be wondering, why am I doing something like this? Why would I want to, do something that has never before been done by humanity? World premiere, world exclusive. You know why? Because this is what you come to the Brilliant Average Dude channel to see. You come to see these type of things, and I was so excited when I saw Hades 2 release in early access that I had to get out all the devices, well, as many as will fit on my table. So I have a device that represents every major manufacturer and major processor from the last 5 or 6 generations. So before we get into the test, we have the 5825U. So we have the 5000 series from AMD. We have the 6800U. We have the 6000 series. That is the AYN Loki Max. This is the Ayaneo Next Pro. Pretty old device here. We have the 7840U in the Aokzoe A1 Pro. We have the 8840U in the new GPD Win Mini 2024 edition. We have the Z1 Extremes. So we have the ROG Ally, and then we have the Legion Go, which also has a Z1 Extreme, but it has slightly faster RAM, so I'm including that as well. Then we have the Steam Deck. So we have the LCD Steam Deck and the OLED Steam Deck. I thought I'd include both of those because it's sort of a revision. Even though it's the same processor, it is a different manufacturing process. So we have, I think, 7 nanometers, 6 nanometers. Anyway, they're slightly different. Same processor, but slightly different. So I thought we'd do a test there. Then for Intel, we have the Intel i7-1195G7 with the original OneXplayer 1S, my first handheld PC ever. And then we have the newest from OneXplayer, the Intel Ultra 7 155H. So many generations: 5, 6, 7, 8, Z1 Extreme, Intel 11th generation, 14th generation, I think the Ultra 7 is, and then the Steam Deck. So this is going to be an amazing test for what I believe is an amazing game. So yeah, stick around to see each of these devices in action. I think we're gonna go starting with Intel because there's only 2 of them. We're gonna go in order of the actual generation, and then we're gonna just rotate through and go to AMD and then do the same thing. So stick around. Maybe your favorite device is on this list, or maybe the processor you want to see tested is on the list. I'll make sure to leave in the description all of the timestamps of all the devices. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with the Intel 1195G7. That is inside of the OneXplayer 1S. So let's get into it. Okay, so playing on the OneXplayer 1S. We are at 18 watts right now. And I think we are at native resolution, yeah. So we are at native resolution. So pretty much 2560 by 1600. Resync is on at 18 watts. Got a pretty steady 60 here. Okay, next for Intel, we're going to be testing out the new OneXplayer X1 with the Intel Ultra 7 155H. Let's check it out. Okay, so the second Intel handheld. This is the big boy, the new OneXplayer X1. This is like a 10 point something inch screen, pretty massive as you can tell here. It also ups the resolution, or not the resolution, it ups the frame rate to 120 FPS, which we are fluctuating around right now, but we are at I believe, yeah, 20 watts, getting around 100 to 120 FPS. So let's get into it. Okay, it does seem like once we get into the level, it does seem like 20 watts may not be enough to get 120 FPS in this game. We are at 1600p, you know, by the way, but it looks like 20 watts is not enough. Let's take it up to 35 watts and see if we can, if we max it out, if we can get up to the 120 on this one here. Let's see. Okay, so it does look like we're not able to hit that 120 FPS here, even at 35 watts. It does say that I'm only pulling 27 watts, so I'm not sure why it won't, just get that extra power, because it's not hitting 120 FPS constantly. I'm not sure, with this new Intel chip, you're not sure if it's a driver issue, if it's a game issue, I don't know. But this one's not able to hit 120. It does feel smooth though. It's around 100 to 120. Still feels smooth, but it's just not getting a solid locked 120 for whatever reason, even at 35 watts. But anyway, it still feels good. Looks good on this giant screen here. I definitely do give it a pass on this one, even though it's not a solid locked 120. I can't really tell if that frame rate counter wasn't there. I wouldn't tell that it's not 120. Still feels good. Now, moving on to the AMD handhelds, we're going to be testing out one of these. This is the Ayaneo Next Pro with the 5825U. Let's check it out. Okay, so playing on the Ayaneo Next Pro here, 5825U. It's 800p screen, so I'm not surprised we're getting a lock 60 here. No issues at all with this handheld here. So even if you have like an older handheld, you don't have to worry about this game, getting a locked 60. You are going to be good to go here. Okay, next for AMD, we're going to be testing out the AYN Loki Max with the AMD 6800U. Great little device here. Let's check it out. Okay, so moving on to the 6000 series. This is the smallest handheld of today. It is the AYN Loki Max with the 6840U. 6-inch display here. But of course, if the 5825U could get a lock 60, you expect that the 6840U is gonna have, or the 6800U, sorry, is gonna have no issue getting a lock 60, and that's exactly what we see here. But this is 1080p, so we're a little higher resolution. We're at 1080p versus 800p on the Ayaneo, but this device is much more powerful than 5800U, so getting a lock 60 here, and we're only pulling around 10 watts here. So 10 watts to get a lock 60 with the 6800U. Okay, moving along on the AMD side, we're going to be checking out the Steam Deck LCD. This is a custom AMD APU here. Let's check it out. Okay, so now playing on the Steam Deck LCD. Now, as far as processors go on the AMD side, the Steam Deck LCD came out after the 5000 series, but before the 6000 series. So it actually came up before the 6800U devices, and it's also slightly less max performance compared to the 6800U devices, but still a great device. We're still getting a lock 60 right now, only pulling around, what is that, like 7 watts, 7 to 8 watts total. So we can play this game right now for over 4 hours, and the battery is at 77%. So you're looking at well over 4 hours playing this at, if you have max battery. And this is after this battery has been, beaten and abused for over 2 years, I believe, at this point. Or around 2 years at this point. So yeah, lock 60 on the Steam Deck LCD, and that's what you expect. Like, this game is not the most difficult to run, especially at 800p. So I expect nothing less. I'm gonna be excited to play this on the Steam Deck OLED at 90 hertz with that nice OLED screen. Okay, so we're hitting the Steam Decks back to back. This is the Steam Deck OLED limited edition. Pretty much the same processor, just a slightly different manufacturing node on the CPU there. But yeah, let's check out the Steam Deck OLED limited edition. Let's go. All right, so definitely enjoyable on the Steam Deck OLED here. Getting that nice 90 hertz on this beautiful OLED display here. This is the limited edition, so it has that anti-reflective coating. I know some people don't like the anti-glare, but I actually do like it. I have no issue with, like, clarity or anything like that. I do like the anti-reflectivity, in certain cases where it does matter. But yeah, no issue here. Lock 60, only pulling around 10 watts. So a little bit more than the LCD Steam Deck. Of course, we are pulling 50% more FPS. But, still looks good. You can still get 4 hours or more on this game here. Yeah, man, this game is good on the Steam Deck OLED. The OLED, I believe, was made for games like this. Now, as you see, I have a lot of handhelds. I don't really use the Steam Deck that often because I have more powerful devices. I know, sue me. But I think a game like Hades 2, the Steam Deck OLED was made for this. The beautiful colors, the contrast, you get that 90 hertz and it's nice and smooth. I think this is a perfect game for the Steam Deck OLED. Yeah, I don't really use my Steam Deck OLED for AAA games. I know that's blasphemy, but it is an amazing experience with games like this. Okay, moving to the 7000 series from AMD. This is the Aokzoe A1 Pro with the 7840U, one of my favorite devices. Let's check this out. All right, so moving on to the 7000 series. This is the 7840U in the Aokzoe A1 Pro. We're back to 60 hertz yet again, but still feels smooth. And you may not hear this often on this channel, but I think the A1 Pro here is the perfect size for a handheld. It's 8 inches, perfect ergonomics, I think, with this nice big grip. It feels good. It still is not like obnoxiously heavy, but it still has a big battery, 65 watt hours. I really think this is like the perfect size for a handheld at 8 inches, 1200p. I think it's better than 1600p, even though 1600p you can go to 800p and get, perfect scaling. But I'm usually at 1200p, over 1600p, and that is the native resolution of this device. So I think it's the perfect middle ground as far as size, ergonomics, and display. So yeah, you may not hear it often, but this is actually what I believe to be the perfect size for a handheld with 8 inches. But yeah, 7840U, you already knew it's gonna run this game no problem. I don't know if there was any question if the 7840U would run this game, but as you can see, runs this game with ease, and there's no question about it. Okay, let's move on to the Z1 Extreme handhelds. This is the ROG Ally, and the only reason I'm putting it before the Legion Go is because it came up before the Legion Go. Slightly slower RAM at 6400 versus 75. So let's check it out. Z1 Extreme. We all know it's pretty much just a rebranded 7840U without those AI cores, whatever that means. But let's check it out. All right, we're on the Z1 Extreme handhelds here. This is the ROG Ally. I think those of you who know the Z1 Extreme is pretty much just a rebranded 7840U. It has the same GPU, the 780M, same pretty much CPU as well. It just disabled the AI cores. I don't even know what the AI cores are really, but those are disabled. So it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, no issue getting 120 hertz. Yeah, we'll back up to 120 hertz on the ROG Ally. So this is good to see. We're getting a locked 120 at 15 watts. I think we just saw one little dip there, but yeah, we're getting a locked 120 at 15 watts here. There may be some dips, but I just chalked it up to be in early access, and it's not really noticeable. Of course, we have that variable refresh display as well. So yeah, performance on the ROG Ally is amazing. At 15 watts, you could play this for a few hours as well. Okay, checking out the big boy with the Z1 Extreme, the Lenovo Legion Go. Slightly faster RAM than the ROG Ally at 7500 mega transfers. So let's check out the Legion Go. Now we are at 20 watts now, not quite getting 144 hertz. We're hovering around 115 to 130, so not getting that locked 144. But you guys, I could not tell if I wasn't seeing that number up the top. This game just feels smooth, looks good, and I think we also are at 1600p, so a higher resolution than 1080. So that may be why we're not getting as high as of a FPS. But you guys, it feels good, looks good. I can drop the resolution, and I think this game would still look amazing. And even if I didn't drop the resolution, 115 to 130, that's smooth enough. And I still get a great experience either way. Okay, last but not least is a small little beast. This is the 8840U brand new GPD Win Mini. This is one of my favorite devices to this day. Pretty much has the same display as the ROG Ally, 120 hertz VRR native landscape. I love this little device here. So stay tuned for more videos on this here. Let's check it out. Okay, we're at 20 watts on the GPD Win Mini, getting a locked 120. This is the newest device in the building today. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see from this device here. I know we have a lot of tests to run. Let me know what you want to see me test on this little device here. I kind of out of ideas because it pretty much has the same, GPU as the 7840U. So it's not much difference there. But let me know exactly what you want to see on this little device here, and I'll definitely try to, get those videos to you guys. So yeah, having too much fun. I don't want this video to go too long, so yeah, I'm gonna stop this here. Okay, my people, so what did we learn today? After playing on all of these devices. Like I said at the beginning, never before seen by human eyes, never done in the history of mankind. I don't know, but if you can show me video proof of each and every one of these devices being tested on Hades 2 at the same time, simultaneously, I will buy you a copy of the game. It has to be a video that predates this video showing all of these devices testing Hades 2 at the same time. I will buy you a copy of the game. I think my money is safe. But anyway, today we learned that Hades 2 plays great on every device, all the way back to the 5000 series, all the way up to the new 8000 series, Steam Deck, of course, the OLED, the Z1 Extreme, even on the Intel handhelds, you know, go figure. But yeah, this is a game that runs great on any device you throw at it. It's no surprise because the original Hades is even on mobile. So yeah, it's no surprise there. But anyway, this was a crazy test. I know if you stuck around to the end, make sure you comment down below what's your favorite device on the table today, and also comment if you're going to be playing Hades 2 and if you you know, excited for the game to get a full release. It's in early access right now, but I do think it's definitely worth the price. Even if just to support the developers. I think it's a great indie studio there. So anyway, as always, like, subscribe, ring that bell, all that great YouTube stuff. And I'm gonna go back to playing some Hades 2 because this is a great game and I'm excited to play some more. So I'm gonna get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.